For a long time, there's been speculation of occult practices in Hollywood. People say that celebrities have sold their souls to the devil to get fame and fortune. And now, celebrities are coming out and saying that devil worship is quite commonplace in the industry, and that it happens right in front of your nose. Tyrese Gibson did an interview recently where he exposed the whole industry. But what did Tyrese say that was so damning? And what really goes down in Hollywood?
Because they are trying to normalize the devil. They are trying to the devil is on the main stage at award shows and in every video and signs and symbols. And I said, you know what? We need to stop treating our relationship with Jesus like the little buddy that you talk to before you go to bed at night, and not be more vocal about all the things that God means to us and all of the things that God has brought us through.
The Fast and Furious star recently did an interview with Big Boy Radio talking about Fast X. And during that interview, he dropped some truth bombs about Satanism in the industry.
And I had to figure out a way to own the blessing. Because when you own it, you negotiate different.
This unique perspective about his acting gift seems to have helped Tyrese in his career. And when you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. Maybe some other celebrities have found themselves being bullied and told what to do because they didn't feel like they owned their gifts or talents. And when you don't know your worth or how special your talent is, it's easy for people to take advantage of that. We've definitely seen that in cases like Britney Spears and her conservatorship. Tyrese credits his faith and his constant Bible study and connection with God for his thriving career and his seemingly impeccable mental health.
What I drive, where I go, the people I get to meet, the relationships that I still have over all these years, the laughter that is still in my soul, even though I got every reason in the world to sometimes be depressed and sad and emotionally and psychologically wiped out.
It's definitely a struggle to be a successful actor in Hollywood and keep healthy relationships and maintain your health. To make matters worse, Tyrese says that Christians in the industry are having to maintain a constant struggle.
How did God decide to get me through this?
Yeah, man.
And they going above and beyond to promote the devil. And it's pissing me off.
So he's outright saying that people are in the industry actively promoting Satanism. That's quite a scathing accusation considering there are so many celebrities in the industry that outright deny claims of Satan worship or being indoctrinated into the elusive Illuminati group. And furthermore, he's mad about it.
Because the devil worshippers used to be real secretive, going down in the basement, this secret world. Now they just
they on the device too.
He's not wrong about Satan worship being more out in the open these days. Check out these clips from SatanCon 2023, which was held by the Satanic Temple. We don't know what else happened at SatanCon, but we do know that such things wouldn't have existed 30 to 40 years ago. And that someone standing up and starting a ceremony in public by saying, "Hail Satan," was pretty much unheard of. Other people seem to be backing up some of Tyrese's claims too. Actor Damson Idris claims he called the devil while he was filming one day.
I remember sometime we do 10 episodes for my show, and in this last season, I was hitting a block, right? I was like, oh, I'm not doing it right? So I went in the corner and then I was looking at the wall and I was like, come on, devil, right? Come to me, because I had to do something like crazy, right? Had nightmares for a month. So it does come.
To it or after?
After. Like I had nightmares every day, like I felt that energy.
Oh, interesting.
And I had to pray and do all this stuff to like get rid of it. And you call your mom up and you're like, bring me back to life. And that stuff is real.
And who knows, if horror movies are any indication, then it may not be all the way gone. But we guess that's what happens when you call an evil spirit to you that way. Have you ever seen some of the possession videos from where people played with Ouija boards and essentially screwed around and found out? This is Patricia Quispe, an 18-year-old from Peru. She used a Ouija board app thinking it would be a fun way to kill time with her friends, as one does. Then she went home and reportedly one of the spirits they'd been talking to came along for the journey. After that, her parents said she'd start throwing tantrums and being violent, and she started foaming at the mouth. They also noticed that her voice had changed. They said it got demonic, and while she was throwing tantrums and fits, she was repeating certain words and phrases. For instance, muttering 666, demanding her phone back, probably so she could get back on the Ouija board app. So, of course, they thought that was pretty abnormal, even for a moody and hormonal teenager. This is a video of some of what she went through. We know that she got taken to a psychiatric facility to get checked out. What we don't know is if she ever got to go back to normal after that. And that's exactly why a lot of people think that Idris was playing with fire when he literally called Satan to himself. It's called F around and find out. Who calls on the devil except someone that is used to doing it often? Newsflash, if you do it enough, the time will come where there is no going back. That last comment is exactly what Tyrese Gibson was talking about. Supposedly, everyone in the industry is being exposed to these satanic practices. There's certainly a lot of demonic and dark symbolism these days. Check out this magazine cover photo that Lil Uzi Vert did. It's for 032C magazine, and he has an inverted cross on his forehead, sporting a bloody nose. Then there's the album art for Cher's 1995 album, It's a Man's World, where she's posing with an apple and a snake. If you've ever heard the biblical story of the Garden of Eden, then the symbolism here is easy to understand. In the story, the devil took on the form of a snake in order to coerce Eve into eating the forbidden fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Let's talk about something we definitely can speak on: Christian Bale's Golden Globe acceptance speech.
Thank you to Satan for giving me inspiration on how to play this role.
But what made the speech even more titillating was when the Church of Satan actually commented on his speech. They tweeted, "To us, Satan is a symbol of pride, liberty, and individualism, and it serves as an external metaphorical projection of our highest personal potential. As Mr. Bale's own talent and skill won him the award, this is fitting. Hail Christian, hail Satan." Blech. There's definitely been an increase in the dark and demonic imagery that's being portrayed in the media. You don't even have to search the dark corners of the internet for it either. It's being aired on TV and piped into every living room in the nation. Well, at least the ones with cable. One good example of that was Sam Smith's performance of his hit song Unholy with Kim Petras at the 2023 Grammys. You probably heard all about it because for like 2 weeks after the performance, there were people talking about his satanic performance, saying that he was summoning demons on stage and whatnot. Now, being avid horror movie fans over here at Word on the Street, we noticed immediately that those dancers look just like Samara from The Ring. In case you haven't seen the cult classic, Samara is a malevolent spirit of a little girl who kills people 7 days after watching her videotape. We won't get into the specifics and spoiler territory for anyone who hasn't seen it though. Anyway, as the performance goes on, there's fire on the stage and people dressed up like demons. They certainly ran with the unholy theme, and it was definitely something that, as Tyrese Gibson mentioned, wouldn't have been allowed to air a couple of decades ago. So, what do you think? Is the industry full of Satanists and satanic imagery? And did we miss any satanic symbolism or portrayals that stand out in your head? Well, let us know in the comments.